Ocean Reveries and Frozen Men. Melville's 14th sentence is a comedic ode to humanity's existential staring contest. Herman Melville's Moby Dick is a vast, swirling sea of metaphors, existential dread, and a whole lot of staring at water. The 14th sentence, what do you see? Posted like silent sentinels all around the town, stand thousands upon thousands of mortal men fixed in ocean reveries, is quintessential Melville, equal parts profound, poetic, and unintentionally hilarious. With this one sentence, Melville transforms Manhattan's harbor into an open-air existential support group, where men are united not by action, but by their shared inability to stop zoning out while gazing at the ocean. Let's dive into how this sentence captures the central themes of Moby Dick: the pull of the unknown, humanity's obsession with purpose, and the comedy of our endless, often futile, attempts to find meaning. Men as silent sentinels, an existential comedy. In the scene Melville describes, the streets of Manhattan are lined with men staring blankly at the water, like sentinels, guarding against. What? Exactly. These men, much like Ishmael, are transfixed by something they can't articulate, a yearning they don't fully understand. It's a poignant image, but also a comedic one. What could be funnier than imagining thousands of grown men standing stock still, their faces fixed in what can only be described as the 19th century equivalent of a buffering screen? Guarding nothing, wanting everything. The term silent sentinels is rich with irony. These men aren't actually guarding anything. They're too busy daydreaming about the ocean. The phrase suggests purpose, but their purpose is gloriously vague, reflecting Moby Dick's theme of humanity's constant search for meaning in a seemingly indifferent universe. A collective daydream, the idea of thousands of men staring blankly into the ocean, is hilariously absurd. It's as if all of Manhattan is engaged in a mass daydream, their responsibilities abandoned as they collectively wonder, what's out there? Melville turns this bizarrely relatable moment into a universal truth. We all have our ocean, and sometimes we just want to stare at it. Ocean Reveries, humanity's existential mirror. The ocean reveries Melville describes aren't just idle daydreams. They're a metaphor for humanity's relationship with the unknown. The ocean, vast and mysterious, reflects our deepest anxieties and desires, making it the perfect backdrop for the novel's themes of exploration and obsession. The ocean is the infinite unknown. For the men staring at the harbor, the ocean represents everything they can't comprehend: life, death, purpose, and probably the terrifying concept of dental hygiene without modern tools. Their reveries echo Moby Dick's central tension between the desire to understand the universe and the impossibility of doing so. Frozen in thought, these men aren't just staring, they're immobilized, caught in a trance. This mirrors Ishmael's own struggle throughout the novel, a paralysis of purpose, torn between the lure of the unknown and the safety of staying put. The comedy lies in the fact that none of these men are likely to board a ship. They're just fantasizing about it. Melville's philosophy of obsession, a staring contest with destiny. The men standing sentinel in their ocean reveries mirror Ahab's obsessive gaze fixed on Moby Dick. While Ahab stares at the whale with murderous intensity, these Manhattan men stare at the water with the passive yearning of someone waiting for their lottery numbers to hit. Ahab versus the Everyman, where Ahab's obsession is active, chasing the white whale across the oceans, these men embody passive obsession. They want to know what's out there, but they're content to just stand and stare. Ahab's doomed pursuit is the extreme version of their daydreams, proving that whether you act on your obsession or not, the ocean's pull is inescapable. The humor of stasis. While Ahab is out there raging at nature, these men are frozen in place, as if waiting for the ocean to reveal its secrets without effort. Their inaction is both relatable and ridiculous, a snapshot of humanity's tendency to hope for answers without doing the work to find them. The comedy of being mortal men. Melville's phrase, mortal men, adds a layer of absurdity to this scene. It's as if he's reminding us, don't take these sentinels too seriously. They're just people. And people, as we all know, are hilariously flawed creatures prone to zoning out at the first sign of existential dread. Mortality and melancholy, the men are mortal, emphasizing their fragility and impermanence. But instead of grappling with their mortality in meaningful ways, they're just standing there. It's both tragic and laughable, a perfect encapsulation of Melville's dark humor, a universal truth Who among us hasn't stared at a body of water and thought, "This will fix my problems"? The absurdity of the scene lies in its universality. We're all these men, hoping the ocean will reveal something profound, even though it's just doing its ocean thing. The larger themes of Moby Dick. This one sentence encapsulates Moby Dick's central themes with surprising efficiency. The pull of the unknown, the ocean, vast and unknowable, represents humanity's insatiable curiosity and our desire to find meaning in the chaos. Obsession and stagnation. Whether actively chasing a whale or passively staring at the waves, humanity's obsession with the unknown is both our driving force and our undoing. The absurdity of existence, the sight of thousands of men standing still, lost in thought, is both profound and ridiculous, a perfect metaphor for life's comedy-drama balance. Conclusion: Ocean Reveries and Modern Manhattan. Melville's 14th sentence captures the essence of Moby Dick in a single, oddly hilarious image: a city full of men staring at water, paralyzed by their dreams and fears. It's a scene that feels as relevant today as it did in Melville's time. Just swap the ocean for a smartphone, and you've got modern Manhattan's own silent sentinels, scrolling through TikTok instead of pondering the infinite. In the end, Melville reminds us that we're all mortal men standing at the edge of something vast, hoping for answers. Whether we're chasing a white whale or just zoning out on a park bench, the ocean's pull is eternal, and so is the comedy of our collective staring contest with existence. What do you see? Hopefully, a reflection of yourself laughing at the absurdity of it all.